Hello, welcome. This video is for a Campagnolo Mirage rear derailleur. I'm not sure which year this is from. I'm going to have to check that up. I think though this is probably one of the earlier ones. It's got a very short cage. Just to compare from the 105 600 derailleur that I've just worked on, you can just see here that the difference there is always probably kind of 3 mm in difference. Very short. Anyway, we're going to dismantle this and clean it up. It's actually for a bike build that I'm doing, which I'll also be uploading. It's I think the bike frame's Bath CMB. I don't know what that is. This one actually has had a repair done on it, not on the derailleur itself, but on the bike frame, since the threading had stripped. And if you see right here, someone's actually put threading on the interior of the bolt, and so the derailleur is actually attaching by tightening this part down onto the hanger. So let's begin dismantling this one. Looking closely, I'm guessing that this part here is going to be sealed. It might not even be removable. We're going to find out though. Let's begin by removing these jockey wheels. So you're going to need to open it up a little bit. It's number 4 apparently for these, which is quite large. I'm pretty sure I've had Mirage derailleurs, probably a model thereafter, and I do believe it was workable. Both pivots were workable. This one's very hard to take off. I'm going to have to put more pressure. Oh, got it. Oh, got it as well. Take that off. I removed a bit of the dirt. It looks like there's a clip holding this, but the clip's not got a kind of like a little slot, a slot for you to be able to take it out easily. Let's try it with a knife. Clearly removing something here. There you go. Got it. Alright, now we've done that. Now we've removed that. Let's see if we can just take it off. Yes, we can. There you go. Oh, that's weird. That's why I like working on these derailleurs. There you go. And now we've got it open. Very crusty inside. We've got this spring. It looks like one tip's a little bit longer than the other, going into the actual jockey wheel cage. There's a seal. On the other side now, I've removed the parts that were put specifically on this derailleur to repair or to make it usable on a broken, damaged threaded hanger. You're going to have a clip here again to remove. This one's more obvious though, much more obvious. So you're going to take that off. There you go, got it. This one seems to be a little bit stuck. We're going to have to lift it up to, oh, there you go, unlatch it. No seal on this part. Didn't quite catch what hole that was originally. Okay, right hand. That should be removable. Oh, it's very dry. Let's see if we can pull that out. longer tip goes inside. Got a seal. Don't know if that's, get that off. Oh, I don't think you can take the seal off easily. Right, well, it looks like the seal here is staying on. I think you can take it off though. Might have had that problem before with these. Does that come off? No. Right. Okay, well, I think that's everything for this derailleur. We're going to just take this off. This is not the original one. The original one broke, and I had to take it out, and this is just a replacement. If you want, you can take off the limit screws. I'm not going to do that for this one. This one's going to go into some hot soapy water and sit there for a while, and then after, with some paper, I pretty much just rub everything off and scrub, degreaser, and then it's good. Whatever you do, don't lose that tiny little clip there, because that's very thin and pretty particular to this derailleur. Everything's cleaned. We're going to begin by greasing some of the parts that will have any friction, and then we can assemble it. Please use some decent grease for a Campagnolo derailleur, i.e. Motorex, Shimano grease, amongst others really. Let's begin on working on the top knuckle. Put a little bit of grease there. We'll begin by putting the bolt that runs through. Grab the spring. It's fairly symmetrical, so we're not going to need to worry too much about the what end to put it in first. There's a hole at the back of this, so you need to engage it. If I can just see there at the end of my finger, and stick it in. I didn't end up taking off this seal. It probably can be removed, but it's quite difficult, so I didn't do it. This one actually has two holes where you can put the other end of the spring in. From what I can see, it's going to be on the left, less tensioned, and on the right a little bit more. This is quite an old derailleur, so I think I'm going to put it on our right. There you go. Next, we're going to take a number 2 or number 2.5 Allen key wrench, and we're going to twist this around, and we're going to get that part, the tab that's sticking down on this unit up to here in front of the stopper. So we need to twist this around. Now, Campagnolo derailleurs they have quite a high tolerance, which means it's going to be quite hard once we reach here. So we're there already, using our hand as a leverage to get to this point. However, when you're going to push it down, it's going to be quite difficult. You will be able to do it. I think I've just already got it now. So what I'm going to do is, now that I've got it in position, I'm using my finger to hold that in place. And I think what the best thing to do is either get a plier and then I have to push it down. So you can see I've got that all the way down. Be careful, obviously, not to scratch it up too much. Now, once you've done that, you can then grab the clip that wedges underneath here. Again, you grab your plier. Click it underneath, and we're good to go. I'm going to just put my screw that I had on mine. You won't need to do that. This derailleur will be put on a build later on. As already mentioned, this is actually because the cable hanger, derailleur hanger, is damaged, the threading, and so this is being used as a kind of tool or way to hold this down in place. Let's stick the spring into it. Now, I thought initially that this one was longer than the other, the tip of the springs, but they look pretty much the same. So we're going to put the one in and engage at the hole at the back. I've got that done already. And on the other end, you're gonna have this plastic ring retainer. There's one little slit there on the side, and you need to aim for that to be in the right hole where the other tip of the spring's gonna go. There at the back of that jockey wheel inner cage. So let's aim and get that in there. There you go. Now we're going to need to twist this round and get it in front of that stopper. So let's get that around. Push down. There. You're going to need to kind of hold this with your hands so that we can get this clip there behind into it. And now at the back, there's actually a spacer before we put this clip. It turned up in my pot when I was cleaning. I figured it was behind here though, because I could see there's an imprint at the back with the same shape as one part's flat, as you can see. I think it's because that spring sticks out, so that's why they've cut that. So you're going to need to put that first. Then we have the little clip. And then I have to get a plier. And there you go, done. Check that that's not slipped and it's working. Mine's good. For the jockey wheels, I've just added a little bit of grease. Don't need to. You can put mineral oil, it's probably better. And then you can stick these bushings in. Just check something. That's the same size. Put the little plates. That's one. Let's put that through. So here you've got number 4 Allen key wrench. Don't do that too tightly yet, because you can still want this to move about. To put the other one. Check that those spinning. Yes, perfect. We're going to put our replacement barrel adjuster back in, or replacement one anyway. I'll have to do. So there you go. Thank you for listening. Hope this helped you service your Campagnolo Mirage rear derailleur. I believe this is one of probably the early versions. I'm not too sure though. I think it is. I will probably put the real date when I find it when I post up this video. So yeah, thank you for listening. Until next time, peace out.